there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Here with match number 1 with the event deck, the updated event deck that we've actually morphed into more of a Nivix Cyclops decks. I think I made a lot more edits than I thought I should, so it's more off of the event deck. I still think it's worth picking up the event deck because you get a lot of the like Young Pyromancers and whatnot for a bargain rate. And anyway, so our opponent keeps his hand. This is one of the problems with the deck, is this hand is so awesome if we can actually stick our Nivix Cyclops, because we have a way to make it unblockable, we have a way to actually protect it, we have a way to give it Armed and Dangerous and Titan Strength. This is a win if we can get it off. So we would not like to mulligan this. The only problem is if he has any like first turn Thoughtseize, we are pretty much screwed here. So if it is a black deck, yeah, Devour Flesh is bad for us. There's a lot of things that can go wrong for us with this hand. So just going to lead off with an Izzet Guildgate, pass it back to him, and hopefully we don't get, you know, taken out by a Thoughtseize. So here comes the Temple of Silence. See if he actually Thoughtseizes me. He does not. Now we have a little bit of protection here. We have the Izzet Charm that can actually counter a Unreal Connections here, if he goes that route. Yep, and we will counter it. I think that countering Unreal Connections here is definitely worth it in the long run. And I do want to hit a land drop here. Unfortunately, hopefully we just naturally hit it. Other than now, we have no way to protect our Nivix Cyclops. But we have a Guttersnipe, so we do naturally hit it. I think we go for the win here. So if he casts like a Desecration Demon, we just plain win. Oh, I can't give it unblockable, so maybe not, actually. Because, I was thinking we could give it the win here with the... We can... Oh, yeah, I can't tap it down and have mana. Because what we could do is we could Armed and Dangerous, Titan Strength. I mean, we can still Quicken. I need to hit a land again here. But, I mean, we're in great shape. So this is, again, like I said, the 4th turn kill. With the Armed and Dangerous, if we had some way to make it unblockable or some way to tap down. Temple of Epiphany, again, if this was on tap land, we could go Quicken, Armed and Dangerous. But I can make him actually, I can force in a block, and it makes it a 5/4. And if he doesn't block, we just kill it off. Huh. So we can go Temple of Epiphany here, see what we actually draw into. I mean, I kind of just want to go Guttersnipe. This one is actually not bad. But I think we go for it, and if he just decides not to... Will this be enough damage? So it'll be 4, it'll put up to 5, and he'll go to an 18. But then we can just cast a Guttersnipe in anything at that point. So we get Armed and Dangerous here. Tack in with the Cyclops. He's got a block. And we can just Quicken to give our guy bigger. And that'll actually get rid of his Cyclops. Or his Oh, he does not. This is just game here. So he chose not to block. So we can Titan Strength. And, does this... Yeah, this gets... Yep, it gets game. It's game here. So put on bottom, and he loses here. So he takes double strike. Turn 4, we kill the black. So this won't happen again. Again, they don't understand the implications of this deck. So, you know, fool him once, it's shame on him type thing. I'm not going to fool him twice. So the good news is I could go Izzet Staticaster or Gorgon's head combo against the mono black. But I do like bringing in this Harness by Force, and these Mizzium Skins are absolutely a necessity. Hour of Need is kind of cool, as it gives us another way to turn like one of our dead cards into actually a threat. Turn and Burn is actually very good as well. Magma Jet, not so much. Dispel, actually Dispel's not bad either, because there's a lot of instant speed stuff we can just counter. So the things that need to come out that I think are very vulnerable, I think Ogre Battledriver is actually not bad in this, but Aerial Formation doesn't seem very good. I don't want to just get blown out with Titan Strength, so we're going to actually get rid of one of the Titan Strengths. And even the Armed and Dangerous, again, Armed and Dangerous, we're just going to go to a 1-of in this matchup. We're going to play more of a control route. The Crusaders are great, Guttersnipes are great, Prophetic Flamespeaker might be the card to cut here. Harnessed by Force is fine. Quicken's fine. I mean, Quicken just might just end up being the cut. Other than it helps us dig. Young Pyromancers are awesome. Again, Guttersnipes are pretty good. If we can just get these hooked up. I think it will be Quickens. I think I'm just going to cut the Quickens in this instance because we don't really need... They're losing a lot of their value with Armed and Dangerous. So I'm just going to submit this. And, like, I want to use Quickens, but... And Quickens actually help us against Thoughtseize because it'll help us actually... It's not going to be a card that they take, and it'll be a card that cantrips. So here is a very, very good hand because it has 2 threats that we can actually resolve against mono black. I mean, I'm sure he gets no Thoughtseize this turn either, or this game either. So Izzet Charm, again, we are lucky to hit into that. It'll give us some protection against that Unreal Connections. Or we can just kill that, which I think is the right move. And I don't even think we go for a Young Pyromancer because he can just... I just don't like losing a Pack Rat. If you allow him to go Mutavault here, we just start losing the race. Next turn we do have an Izzet Guildgate with Young Pyromancer. And he had the Mutavault. So Underworld Connections, that's fine. We can't counter it now. We are starting to resolve the threats pretty well. Here's a Young Pyromancer. I mean, these Izzet Guildgates do hurt us a little bit, but we're fine now. I think he's got to answer this, and if he doesn't answer this, if he goes for like a Desecration Demon, he's in pretty bad shape here because we can just perma-tap it down. So I want to hit a land here, big time. We do not hit a land, but the good news about this is we hit a Battlefield Thaumaturge, and this is going to allow us to Hidden Strings to untap. Yeah, this is going to be a very fine play here. So we get a Hidden Strings, tap, untap, because it only costs 1 now. Yes, we like to tap down the Desecration Demon. Yes, we like to untap. Yes, we like to Cypher on the Young Pyromancer. And now, I mean, we have Mizzium Skin to really protect everything. I really wish that we could cast something and protect stuff, but at this point, I really think that... I guess I could have just sacked it down with an Elemental. Maybe that would have been better because it would have allowed me to... No, it still wouldn't have allowed me to cast anything. So, Hidden Strings. Hits him for 2. And now we can untap both our guys, get another token. Yes, and we can actually overload. So, I mean... Yeah, I don't think that I can justify throwing a Prophetic Flamespeaker out. I think we just need to keep our guys alive. I mean, he could go like the Desecration or the Grey Merchant of Asphodel route, and then I'm going to be kicking myself. I mean, he does have Mutavaults too. So maybe I just had to go for it there with the Young Pyromancer. I mean, I'm definitely tapping this guy down. And we try to do a Harness by Force. I mean... This Desecration Demon will be lethal. We can draw into a lot of cool stuff. Again, a land would be ideal because that will allow us to protect something and put out another threat. Either it be a Guttersnipe or a Flamespeaker. So again, Bile Blight, and here we go. So we get a Mizzium Skin. And I think we overloaded, actually. So that he can't use subsequent spells. Yep, and now he let it resolve, so now he can't do anything here. So yes, we'd like to tap. The Desecration Demon down, so it can't do damage to us. And now he can't... Like, if he wants to trade with the Young Pyromancer at this point, we might... For his Mutavault, we might just let it happen. Again, Ogre Battledriver is very weak in this. I think what we do is we just cast a Guttersnipe. And now he's got to make the trade with the Mutavault. I mean, I hate to do this, but we need to get this damage in. Oh, he's going to draw a card. So, yeah, but that's not going to allow him to do anything. And wow. That is very, very interesting that he's not going to activate a Mutavault. So, again, this allows me to, you know, untap both of these, put another creature out, and do 2 damage. And still have... Yeah, unfortunately, again, we don't have 1 more mana to go crazy here, but he's down to a 9. So, of course, Drown in Sorrow will be the saddest card in the entire world if he drops it. He's digging for Gray Merchants. Another funny card you can actually use in here besides Harness by Force is Catch and Release. That's a fun card as well. So you just catch, you can actually catch like a Planeswalker. So see if Gary #1 comes out. Continue to tap this guy down. I'm sure Gary does come out. No, an Nivix Spectre, and he's still got mana up to activate. So we do need something impressive here. A Turn in Bird is kind of impressive. Because, oh yeah, we can activate... We can actually activate both and kill it, but... Because it costs 1 less and 1 less. And I do believe we do that. I do believe we turn and burn it. Instead of the... Yeah, Desecration Demon, I can just keep tapping it down. So, fuse this and 2. Gets 2 damage in. Takes out his Nightveil Spectre. Now he's got to block with the Mutavault. And he's in really bad shape after the Mutavault trade. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he cannot even activate the Underworld Connections now. His only hope is a Gary. So... And if I draw into any spell, he's dead. So Gary has to come out here. He gets it. Gary does come out. So that hurts. He's back up to a 7. And we might not actually end up being able to take this one out with subsequent Garys. But there's a lot of things we can draw into. Temple of Epiphany is not one, but at least it can set up our hand into something. And we'll put that Temple of Epiphany on the bottom. At this point, we don't want to lose a Guttersnipe. I might be okay with losing a Battlefield Thaumaturge and getting it down to 4. Or if we do a Guttersnipe, then... No, I can't do a Guttersnipe. Absolutely can't do a Guttersnipe here. So it's going to be the Prophetic Flamespeaker. And just pray that we can get past this Gary. Because if he has another Gary, we're toast. But, I mean, I still think that was the right play with the Young Pyromancer to swing in. Yeah. Another Hidden Strings wins us the game. There's a lot of things that wins us the game. Again, we'll continue to tap down that Desecration Demon. He puts out another Mutavault. If I were him, I'd activate an Underworld Connections to try to find something here. Unless he has another Gray Merchant. Nope, just another Desecration Demon, and that's actually not very good, because we can just tap it down with another Elemental. So again, he's going to have some pretty bad options. I mean, he can activate a Mutavault, but depending on what we draw here, something cool? Oh, womp womp. So we tap down the Desecration Demon with an Elemental token. Ugh, why did we not hit a spell within a couple turns here? So he blocks, I'm sure he blocks the Prophetic Flamespeaker. Takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he has to block the Prophetic Flamespeaker, or else he dies here. He'll take 2. I do think it's worth to tap it down. Oh no, he can still activate a Mutavault though. And block what? I still think it's worth it to try to go for it here. Oops, and I'm glad that I read that. I'm glad I did the right one here. Otherwise, I'd just be toast. I mean, I could see him actually taking the Guttersnipe out as well, but we're going to go for it here. Again, he's got to block that Prophetic Flamespeaker. And he's going to block the Guttersnipe, so... we get another Mutavault out of the way. We get 5 life. I'm going to be able to cast a Battledriver here. And again, that's a very threatening card. We just need to draw into one threat that can get us there. We'll tap down this Desecration Demon by killing the Thaumaturge. Unfortunately, though, he can activate a few. All right, so this one is that one. Oh, come on. Which one's which one? That one's that one, right? I hate this MTG sometimes. No, so no, we'd not like to sacrifice a creature. Okay, and yes, we'd like to sacrifice a creature to tap the big one down. If he's got another Gary, I just die here. He does not attack in. Another Desecration Demon. All right, so now Harnessed by Force is actually kind of weak. But I can still get a Hidden Strings here and win. Young Pyromancer, that's not going to do it, unfortunately. We can cast them both, but I can't attack with the Nivix Cyclops. But when this attacks, it becomes a 6/6. So actually, let's see what we can do here. So actually, when this only enters Battlefield, I think when this thing attacked, it got +2. And that's 13. So we live to see another day, sort of. But unfortunately, we just got outdrawn there at the end. And maybe I shouldn't have gone so balls out here. I mean, I could tap down. And then again, he blocks... yeah, he blocks the Ogre Battledriver and takes 2. Tap down and attack with everything. Again, he blocks and is just fine. Unfortunately, I can't do anything here. Looks like it's going to be his game. So really, really close, though. Extremely close. Hard to beat a triple Desecration Demon, Grey Merchant hand, Nightfell Spectre, and triple Mutavaults as well. So, again, maybe I should have countered... no, it's still Pack Rat. You can't let a Pack Rat and triple Mutavault hand happen. So I think I made the right plays here. I think the only way I win here is actually tap down the Prophetic... kill the Prophetic Flamespeaker and the Nivix Cyclops. And keep the Young Pyromancer up. But I mean, he even has Mutavault. So this one is the 6/6. No, we'd not like to sacrifice. The 7/7, or this one, absolutely. So Prophetic Flamespeaker needs to go here. And yes, I like to sacrifice a creature. It's going to be the Nivix Cyclops. Because I think the only hope we have here is to hit Ogre Battledriver stuff. So Hidden Strings, or actually the best card we could hit into is a Quicken. And he's making that easy for me. Hopefully he doesn't have another Grey Merchant. If he has a Grey Merchant, I just die. Nightfell Spectre's pretty good as well, because he Hero's Downfall, that's probably going to do it. See what we would have drawn into as an island anyway. We drew way too many lands there at the end and creatures and not enough way to actually get them off. So nothing for a while with Hour of Need. And And again, Hour of Need. Hour of Need doesn't seem like the greatest card here. I think I just like to go, especially now that I'm on the play, I'd like to go just a faster route with like the Armed and Dangerouses and Quickens. Harness still seems good. Prophetic Flamespeaker might not be the greatest in this match. It seems too vulnerable to Bile Blight. Ogre Battledriver seems good though. Battlefield Thaumaturge, Hidden Strings, Quicken, Mizzium. So still have to make 6 cuts though. Izzet Charms are awesome. Maybe Quickens aren't the right. I'm gonna try. We're gonna cut a bunch of these. So one more cut. If we go 2 Titan Strengths, I think Armed and Dangerous are still too good not to use. Mizzium Skin, Dispel. Dispel does get rid of a lot of stuff here. So I think it will just be the Quicken. And we'll add one more Armed and Dangerous instead of the Hour of Need and Prophetic Flamespeaker. So, yeah. Let's try this. We're on the play. Yes, we'd like to play first. Yes, we'd absolutely like to keep this hand. It is kind of slow with the Izzet Guildgate, but we have double Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer a lot of times seems to be the most powerful card. And this hand is very good against like a first turn Thoughtseize. And he doesn't have a Thoughtseize, but he's going to set up his hand. So hopefully it's just a regular land. It is not a regular land, but we do have the Dispel up. I guess for nothing here. No pack rat either. And actually Dispel does not hit a Thoughtseize. And there's the Thoughtseize. But we're very good against Thoughtseize here. He can only take, you know, a few choices here. We got the double Young Pyromancer. And it does 2 damage to him, and that makes actual Armed and Dangerous Guttersnipe a lot more powerful if he's down to an 18 rather than a 20, because that's 1 less spell. So he takes the Guttersnipe. Okay, that's fine. Because we have 2 other threats on board. I mean, unless he does have like a Bile Blight. Now, again, this is just going to be a Young Pyromancer. Unfortunately, we missed the land drop. So we're a little bit vulnerable here to now being able to get Bile Blighted Heroes downfalled. He can... neither comes out here, so... Again, ugh! Where's the land? Where's the land? So... yeah, I can't Bile Blight here. I can Battlefield Thaumaturge, and then he kills that. Yeah, I'm going to have to progress the board here. It's going to be Battlefield Thaumaturge. And if he wants to make a trade with the Young Pyromancer with the Mutavault, I think I allow that trade. So he's down to a 16. Again, Desecration Demons are so terrible if I can keep this out. Oh, wonder why he decided to Doomblade that. That's interesting. So I need to hit a land here. There it is. So now we can Hidden Strings, and we can start the process here. So Hidden Strings, untap, untap. On the Young Pyromancer, you think he missed his land drop, so I don't even think he can. Well, it's gonna be the Armed. Yeah, we're going for it. It's gonna be the Armed on the Young Pyromancer. That's the way to go. And now he's got to trade with the Mutavault, you'd think. He knows I have a Dispel. Wow. All right, I think we might be able to overwhelm him now with Mizzium Skin, because now we can untap and untap. And then the other one will hit. Too bad we can't float mana through our combat phase, because we can untap here or tap the... there's nothing to do with the Temple, so we'll untap, untap. And he's down to a 10. And, well, I'm going to go for it. Or maybe not. Yes, I am going to go for it. One more Young Pyromancer. We got the Mizzium Skin. So Bile Blight does not kill us. Drowned in Sorrow is a board wipe. So it's going to be a Bile Blight, which I knew was coming, which we can Mizzium Skin. And that should pretty much do it. Yep. Wow, we take out the mono black. Like yep, the 2 Doom Blades. Whew. Very close games there. I mean, he did miss his land drops there, but I mean, Young Pyromancer does so much work. He probably should have taken those. Taken the first one, killed the Young Pyromancer instead of the Battlefield Thaumaturge. But win game 1 with our little budget deck. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.